Hello friends, welcome to Tutorial Days, and in this video you are learning PHP MySQL, and in this video series we are going to discuss about PHP data types. In previous video you have seen that specifically we don't mention data type in PHP, unlike Java, C++, where we have to mention int, string, whatever the data type is. But in PHP we don't have to declare data type. But does that mean that PHP does not have data type? No, not at all. PHP also have data type which is internally typecasted. That means PHP itself uh, controls data types, and we don't have to declare that. Also, the value that we put according to that in PHP data type is in PHP the data type is assigned. So in PHP basically there are 8 type of different data types. First one is predefined, second one is user defined, and third one is special data types. Okay, we will see one by one in this video. So first one is integer. The whole numbers either positive or negative is integer, and double. In double, normally what happens when you have to store this decimal point value, normally we use double value. The string sequence of characters is called string. We have already used this. For example, I am Rajesh, I am Umar, whatever. So this kind of string is normally called string. And in Boolean, either it will be true and false. So let's see this practically by practicing. So suppose I'm just declaring here, I've created a new file called data types.php. Okay, so here I'm declaring. In Java, C++, you have to define like this for integer. Okay, but in PHP, we don't have to define any data type before declaration of this variable. But automatically, when we put this value, PHP is smart and automatically it detects, okay, so what is this? This is number. Then the data type of this variable, this value is automatically assigned integer here, number here. So if you want to check, then how I know that, okay, so PHP has assigned this data type number. To check that, just write here where dump, okay, and then just put a here. Now let's go here and let's open that file. Data, just refresh it, and this one is data types. Okay, you can see this is integer and the value 10 is being stored here. So data type integer is assigned here, which is displaying when we write here where down. So guys, internally we don't have to think about this. Internally PHP has assigned this integer. Now I'm just changing it to string. Now we have just put here where dump, and now let's check again here, refresh it. Yes, so you can see guys, string, and also it is displaying that it is taking 20 characters here, including this space. Okay, so guys, you can understand, you can see here that PHP also assigns data type automatically. The variable name is same, you can see here, but based on our value, according to our value, data type PHP internally assigns here and stores into the memory. So hope you understand this very well. So guys, you have seen first the integer, then it shows int, then this is string. Now if I put here a true, okay, or false, now check this data type, refresh it, and you can see what is the data type. It's Boolean, the value is true. If you put here false, then also it will show you Boolean, which is false. So that means what? Which PHP automatically assigns the data type here. And now finally we will check the double. This, then 5. Okay, now check what's the data type. Refresh it and float. Okay, So actually there is also one more data type, and float and double is same. So if double is for larger value, okay, for larger value is double, but for a smaller one decimal point is float. Okay, so in PHP you just remember this float and double is same. Okay, so normally if you refresh and check here, then it will show float. Okay, this is float. Okay, so float is also called double in PHP. So that means we have one data type, this float. So these all are called primitive data type or predefined data type. Now we will see another type. So we have covered here integer, you have seen double, that means float. You can slash put here float, okay, and then string and boolean. We have seen this data type. Now let's see array, not null. We will check this video in this section actually, array and objects. Okay, so array is a group of objects which have common name. Especially we will have a separate video for array because this is a large topic, but here just a brief introduction I will show to show you that what is data type of array. Not actually we are covering here array will have a separate video at all. Okay, similar way objects will have class and objects is totally a complete video series which I will cover later, but here just I will show you the data type of objects. So let's declare here one array dollar here equal to array, then I will just put here say fruit, then mango, book, PHP, like this. Okay, so this is just an example of array. Now we will check the data type of this. So this is called user defined data type, not the predefined data type. So we will see what is the data type of this, because it is not anywhere written what is the data type of this. If you want to check, then just refresh this page, and guys you can see I'll just comment this. Okay, if you refresh and you can check, the data type is array, it is showing you array. Okay, so this is user defined data type because we have defined ourselves here. Same way object, so just let's create here one class. Remember class and object is totally a different subject, and that requires a lot of time, so I will cover that later, but just to show you data type here, I'm just creating a small class example. Okay, class example, then dollar a here, just take another one, message hello I am from class. Okay, now we will create object dollar obj equal to new what example, new example. Now let's check here. So this is object of this class, obj dollar obj is object of this class. Okay, so we will check what is the data type of this obj dollar obj here, where them once again dollar obj, we will check, it will show you the data type of this is object, message function, const or variable. Okay, just we need to put here public, If you refresh, then you can see, just comment this. Now check, and yes, you can see the data type of this is object. So guys, we have covered so far, you have seen so far this integer, double or float, string, boolean, and then array and objects. So these are most used data types in PHP. And also we will see the special type of data types in which are null. So these are special types of variable that can hold only one value is equal to null. Resources in PHP are not an exact data type. These are basically used to store reference to some function or call external PHP resources. Okay, so this is a complex subject, so I'm not going to cover it much, but I will show you this null value. Okay, so just let's do one thing. Just I'll comment these things, and if I just write here uh, else, then I will put here simply null. Now where dump and check its data type. Simple, it will show you null. So refresh it and check. You can see the data type it's displaying is null. At this point of time, you may not understand it properly, but let me show you resource type. Suppose f open is used for opening this file for writing purpose. Okay, in file handling we will see this in detail, but for the time being, to just show you the data type here, resource data type means what kind of resource we are using to open this file. So f open, that means file open, and this r, that means this file will be opening in read mode. So now we will see here handle, and then we will check the data type. If you refresh it, then you can see it says the data type is resource type, and type string. Okay, so you can see guys that data type it is showing for this each resource. So so far I have covered all the data types. So let's once again recap it. This one is integer data type. Once again we are recapping just this one. For whole number, float is for decimal value, string for single sum character, boolean is for true and false, and then array is for storing group of objects, group of variables actually, which have single name, and objects, actually each object is a class, so we checked also the data type. And finally the null can hold only one value and its data type is null. And resource is what kind of resource we are using, and what basically the store reference, what kind of reference you're using. So you just saw the resource of data type, for example f open each resource. So these are data types. And now you might be wondering that there are so many data types, but we don't have to define data type at all in PHP. It automatically is handled internally by PHP itself. So guys, that's it in this video, and hope you like this video and understand. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. See you in the next video.